I think you can clap louder than that. Come on.
I have prepared a speech, but just before I get into it, I want to share with you that when Shaina was sitting next to me, we both remarked, and I've been here for the last 4 days. We meet at other functions. We meet at political functions, at social functions, and the one thing we remarked about was what a different vibe in this room. And what warmth and genuineness. I think that's what struck her, that's what struck me for the last 4 or 5 days. There is something very different and very precious and something that the rest of the world needs, which is here. Which is why I've read out what I had a few thoughts about interacting with Kashish over this last week. After watching 45 films on the LGBTQ community, believe me, it's the heterosexual world that doesn't seem normal. I am reminded of the story of the young boy who asked his mother, "Mom, what does the word normal mean?" And she said, "My son, it's just a setting on the washing machine." But seriously, after having had the privilege of being part of Kashish and seeing firsthand how well it was organized, executed, and after experiencing the spirit of inclusivity and empathy and dignity over the last few days, as someone who's had some experience in mainstream media and in mainstream society, I have a bit of advice for the LGBTQ community, and I hope it will be taken in the right spirit. Okay. The need of the hour for the LGBTQ community is to take the spirit behind Kashish and go mainstream in as many ways as possible. This means more discussions, more seminars, more initiatives like this, where the talent and the skills and the expertise of the community is given focus. The community must come out of the stereotyping and pigeonholing that it has been subjected to, and show that it is responsible, mature, dependable, and resourceful. Rather than demonstrating how it is different, it should demonstrate how it is the same, only better. It has been my experience that some of the most humane, compassionate, refined, mature, and creative people I have known are from the LGBTQ community. Many of them are in this hall today. So the community must come forward to fight for the rights of others, step forward and raise its voice for causes other than its own. Maybe even if there is, flood relief and rehabilitation and fight for the rights of women and children, that is where it will negotiate the rights and dignity it so richly deserves from a position of power. This is the only way it will empower and strengthen itself and win for itself dignity and recognition. Lastly, I want to say that this is the time for great consolidation and progress, and Kashish has shown the way. The community has so much to offer society and the world. Kashish is only the beginning. I want to end with a saying, carpe diem. As they say, seize the day.
Hi. Malavika has already said many things which all of us need to. So she's basically spoken on our behalf. I would only add that personally, I always enjoy Kashish. This time too, I enjoyed watching all the films. They were of different genres and different types. They were not only coming out films. They were talking about young love. They were talking about love between old lesbians, and they were, talking about love between two old strangers. All sorts of things. There was also a small film, short film about soldiers, just as there was a film about sports people. So you see this variety. Watching these various films really excited me. And all I want to say is also I enjoyed working with all these people. I usually watch and go home. This time it was watching and then sort of arguing, talking, dissecting all the films, which also added to my enjoyment. Now I'll only say this, that Kashish grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And to all of you, that as the chorus and the choir said, yes, we shall overcome, and not just someday, soon. That's what I believe.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here once again. Today is the closing day. And I very much felt like a family in all these 5 days, 45 films spread over 4 days, showcasing different perspectives, different stages, different social setups. Kashish made me live and feel the pain, the strength, the fear, the courage of the community very closely. And it was a very enriching experience for me, and it was actually an eye-opener for me. Thank you so much. I wish all the best to Kashish. Thank you.
I think we've more or less said what we wanted to say. I guess you will hear more from us once we give the selection of the films that we've chosen for the awards. I guess the only thing I could add is that thank you, Kashish, for giving me the opportunity for widening my own horizons. I'm not somebody who has a gay friend or an acquaintance anymore. I think I know a little bit more about the LGBT community, and so thank you for that opportunity.
Hi, I'm so happy I came here. When Sheila called me, invited me to be here, one big reason why I didn't want to do it was that I would have to come to town every day. And I'm so happy I did. Thanks to Nazir Saab, who's maintained, and thank you for maintaining it so well and giving it programs like these. I come from a small town called Banaras, and I was growing up in the early 70s there, and gay meant very different at that point in time. It means a little different now, not too very different. Then I studied in a city called Aligarh, then heading in Bombay, and today my best friend is gay, so I know a lot about this. But seeing all these films has actually taught me so much more, and I'm happy that Sheila called me here, and I'm happy I got to see all these films. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, everyone, for making me such a invitation.
Thank you so much, judges. Thank God they were not judging our hosting skills, yeah? We would have like failed and how? Yes. Anyways, how many of y'all out here have watched Brokeback Mountain? Nice.
That's it. I'd have expected a lot more of you to have watched that film.